Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about how much YouTube paid me as a small but growing channel in 2024. I made this video last year and it was very well received. I personally also love watching videos like this on other channels, especially those that are similar to my size or just a little bit bigger. I think it's really important for us to increase transparency around these things in the creator economy, but again, especially amongst smaller creators. So this is my contribution to that. Now, a bit of context on my channel before we get into 2024 numbers. I've got my laptop here, by the way, because there are a lot of numbers to be referenced. So I started my channel in November 2020. I monetized my channel in mid 2022. In 2023, I made roughly 2,200 Australian dollars in ad revenue, and I gained roughly 8,000 subscribers. I have been 100% committed and serious about this channel since the day I started it, because this is actually my 5th attempt at a YouTube channel. So it's something I've wanted to do and wanted to be for a very long time. So I've been committed from the start. I have not been consistent. There has been not a single year where I have stuck to a posting schedule, whether that was one video a week, one video a month. It's been very sporadic and very random. In line with that, all of my growth has been fairly organic. I don't know if you can really boost your channel on YouTube, but I thought I would just mention that all of my growth is purely organic. I don't even really tell people in my personal life about my channel, so it's really just discovered through YouTube search and in a few places that I link it. I'm not promoting my videos on my social media. I really need to get better at that, but I just wanted to set this framing so you understood how much I have put into this channel and why it has been that way. My goal with growing this channel is to ensure that the growth is sustainable, of course, consistent, and it is something that does not burn me out and that I continue to enjoy doing. I don't want to have explosive overnight growth. I'm not chasing virality. I'm chasing slow, steady, sustainable, yet consistent growth. And you will see through my numbers last year and this year, that is exactly what is happening with the growth of this channel, which I personally love because I found that I can step away or I can maybe not post as consistently and the growth kind of just chugs along. It's not like I've skyrocketed to some peak that I now have to maintain, because basically just where I am at with my career and my life, I can't commit that level of time to it. So I'm really happy for the growth to be slow and steady and sustainable. Okay, now let's get into the 2024 numbers and really where the juicy stuff is. So I did not post nearly as many videos in 2024 as I did the previous year. Just a quick context, I had every intention to post one video a week. I set myself up for that with the right systems. I even got myself an editor and I just completely flopped. So right now I'm really trying to figure out what it is that failed me in achieving that consistency. But I also traveled a lot, probably 3 to 3.5 months, maybe even 4 months of the year were travel. So I basically did not post during that time at all. And I did trial getting an editor, as I mentioned, but I only stuck to that for a month or a month and a half. And I am now back to the editor, which is how I'm going to stick to posting one video a week this year. And I branched out in terms of the types of content I create. But previously, I was very niched into product management content and tech content. And it's not, I really want to continue to post that stuff, but it's not 100% of what represents me. So I have, really started to branch out into a few other related topics. I got a few offers for sponsored videos in 2024. However, I did not pursue any of them. They were either not the right fit or I didn't think it was worth the effort for what they were going to pay. And I really want to hold out as long as I can for the right sponsor, the right partnership that also pays the right money, because I don't want to just sell you guys out on something that I'm just doing for a little bit of loose change, So in terms of content published in 2024, I posted 27 videos, I posted 21 shorts, and then I also did 2 live streams. So I believe shorts for some time were videos up to 1 minute, and recently they have increased that to videos up to 3 minutes. So I'm not quite sure exactly how these are categorized, but some of the videos that I posted, the 27, some of them will be maybe a few minutes long and like in a short vertical format, but many others will be like the traditional long form, like this one. In terms of views across the videos and shorts that I posted, I actually got a significantly more, almost double the view count on shorts. And I guess that makes sense. YouTube is really pushing shorts. Especially people who are on mobile, they are discovering your channel a lot more through shorts. So that makes sense to me. 65% of my views in 2024 were made up from shorts, and only 35% was from my long form videos. These numbers don't sway me either way in terms of anything that I want to change, because I think shorts and videos kind of solve a different purpose in a way. What I love about YouTube is that videos have such a long shelf life, and videos like this, like your traditional long form videos, they don't need to get an enormous number of views right when you've posted it, because that video will continue to get views for years and years and years to come. And with shorts, I mean, I have actually had shorts that I posted years ago that only started to take off in 2024. But again, more people are going to be seeing the shorts because of the way that it is embedded into YouTube. And so I think, again, it makes sense that more people will see those versus a long form videos. The total number of views my channel received in 2024 was 696,163. That doesn't mean all that much to me. I don't know if it's good or bad or average for the size of my channel, but yeah, in case you're interested, that's what it is. Now, the top videos that I had over the 2024 period are fascinating, and I talked about this last year as well. So these are the top 5 videos for 2024, and what you'll notice is that some of them were posted, well, they were posted in different years, but I've got 2020, 2022, 2023, and I do have a couple of videos from 2024 itself. But this is what I was saying around the shelf life of videos on YouTube. It's not like Instagram and TikTok where videos kind of live when a trend is hot and you have a very limited time to get people's attention to have those videos discovered. Because YouTube is essentially, I mean, kind of like TikTok too, like a search algorithm, and because long form videos are very much like the bread and butter of YouTube, I think it lends itself really nicely to videos that you post, especially educational ones, which mine are, lends itself really nicely to those being continually discovered because the content is still relevant. So my top videos for the year, number 1 actually was also number 1 last year, and I'm punching myself in the foot because if there's one thing I've learned from being like creating content, it's that if something does well, try and replicate it in a different way, in a different format or something similar because it's doing well. So I really need to make another planning routine video or like how I use my daily planner or something like that to really capitalize on the fact that people are telling me they want to watch this. And this video is constantly the number 1 video across any period of time for my channel. The third most popular video, how to set up your own crypto ledger. This like totally flopped when I first put it up, probably for a good year and a bit. But I think with the recent Bitcoin hitting 100K and crypto being a hot market, I think that's why people started maybe looking up crypto videos. So this one has really taken off in the last maybe 6 months. And then, yeah, I've got the long form videos that are listed on here. Not surprising at all that those are in my top 5 because, yeah, they're more educational. So in case you were interested, those are the top videos of mine for the year. Now, let's get into the numbers because I know that is why you are really here. So in terms of the revenue that I made across the year, I'm going to go through it month by month. You should know that the CPM for my channel was about 33 Australian dollars and the RPM for my channel was around $5. Now, I don't know if that is a good ratio. All I know is that I don't really have control over my CPM and RPM. CPM is what an advertiser pays YouTube to advertise on a channel, and the CPM is determined by your content, your niche, and so the topics that you talk about. So anything investing, finance, wealth, cryptocurrency, maybe even will get a higher CPM versus maybe if you're talking about makeup, beauty, fashion, maybe more consumer-based products. So yeah, I mean, I just talk about what I want to talk about, what I enjoy, what I know, and this is my CPM and RPM. Can I do anything actively to increase it? I don't know, but it is obviously directly tied to the amount of ad revenue you make. So yeah, I might look into this, but it is what it is. I completely forgot to mention subscriber numbers. So really quickly, I gained about 7,600-ish new subscribers in 2024. That growth was fairly consistent. I did have a bit of a dive in the last quarter of the year because that's when a big chunk of my travel was. So that's totally fine. But yeah, overall, I was pretty happy with the amount of growth that I had, considering the incredible lack of consistency on my part. So yeah, I can only imagine if I post consistently how much better this growth can be. So yeah, hello to all of you new 8,000 of you new subscribers from 2024. Thank you so much for following along. Okay, now we can dive into the numbers. I promise I'm ready to do that now. I've told you everything else I think you need to know. So let's get into ad revenue for January 2024. In January, I made $243.04. All of this is in Australian dollars, by the way. The most money that I made on a single day in January was $13.25. Now, I remember that in January, like the motivation was through the roof, right? This is when I was like, yes, I'm posting one video a week. And I did post one video that did incredibly well. You'll notice that I only posted in the first half of January, and that's because I traveled the second half of January, but also I invested so much time into this one particular video that honestly has done me very well, and I think it will be relevant for years to come. But I invested a ridiculous amount of time into this single video, so I pretty much just put all my eggs in that one basket. But yeah, that was January. In February 2024, I made $210.30. And the most amount of money I made on a day was $11.68. Now, February was the month that I started a brand new, very hectic job in the startup space in a totally new industry. I also returned from my travels in early February. So I remember February being a month of me just surviving all the new stuff I was doing in terms of my job, and then probably just trying to get back into a routine. So yeah. The fact that I only posted one video in February and I still made $210, I was pretty happy with that. In March 2024, I made $234.24 and I had my highest day at $11.36. Now, I also had travel in March. I had about 1 week to 10 days of local travel. I had friends' weddings. I think I had like 3 or 4 weddings in bang smack in the middle of March. So that's why you can see I posted a video in early March and then late March. So again, as much as I would have loved to be more consistent, I'm glad that I posted at least one more video than February and my revenue still stayed in the 200s. In April 2024, I made $238.85, and the most amount of money I made on a single day was $10.72. I don't really remember too much about April, but you can see I posted a little bit more. I did a live stream towards the end of April, and I also posted a couple or 3 actually shorts. So we've got 2 long form videos, 3 shorts, and 1 live stream. So clearly I was like back into routine and maybe had a little bit more time in April. I do remember at the end of April, I went away again. So let's see what happened in May. Exactly what I expected. In May 2024, I made $218.05, and the most amount of money I made on a single day was $11.09. So I traveled from the end of April through to just before mid-May. So I can see that I posted right after I got back. So did 2 long form videos and 1 short. I don't really remember too much else about May, but again, really happy that my revenue is still in the 200s. In June 2024, I made $280.75, and the most amount of money I made on a day was $24.10, which is almost double what I made in the last couple of months, and probably one of the higher amounts I've made on any single day. I don't remember what was going on in June, to be honest. I think it was, middle of winter in Australia. There's really not that much going on. I didn't have any travel, didn't really have too many plans. So I'm glad I got 3 long form videos out. Actually, I should add a note to say not all of these might be long form videos. Some of them could be videos that are vertical, but they're not short. So yeah, just a note to remember that, because I don't know if these were all long form or not. In July 2024, I made $257.98, and the most amount of money I made on a single day was $17.28. Now, this looks like the busiest month I had so far in 2024. And again, I wasn't going anywhere. I don't think I really had anything else on. So it looks like I got out quite a few videos and some shorts. So let's see if this paid any dividends in the months to come. Maybe it did. So in August 2024, I made $311.44, and the most amount of money I made on a single day, which was actually on my birthday, was $17.84. I think this was the first month that I ever hit the 300. I had travel again from the end of August onwards. It looks like I squeezed in my YouTube posting around the middle of August, which I'm glad I did, because I had more travel coming up from the end of August into early September. I should also add that I did a marathon in 2024, and that was like a 20-week training plan that I committed to. So I'm interested to see when the training really started to peak, whether my posting was affected, because August was a big month of training. July was, still a lot of running and working out, but August was really when it started to get into like a lot of the longer runs. In September 2024, I made $290.33, and the most amount of money I made on a single day was $14.94. Now, I had travel early September, as I mentioned, so looks like I got a little bit more active towards mid to late September to maybe try and recoup for that, and also to recoup for what was coming towards the end of the year, which was a lot of travel, a lot of training, and pretty much that's what consumed my life. So yeah, again, really happy that I'm getting quite close to the 300s. I obviously did drop back from that 300, but to still be hovering in the high 200s was something I was really stoked with. In October 2024, I made $310.08. The most amount of money I made on a single day was $16.86. I didn't remember that I got back into the 300s, so I'm stoked with that. I had an incredibly busy October because of a big trip that I had at the end of October. So glad I got 2 videos out. November 2024, I made $334.86, and the most amount of money I made on a single day was $18.22. Guys, looking back at this feels so good because I completely forgot that I had so many $300 months. Anyway, as you can see in November, I only posted 2 shorts. And that's because I did my marathon at the start of November, New York City. Go watch the New York City marathon vlog if you care. You don't have to watch it if you don't care. And then I only got back towards late November. I had a long recovery from the marathon, the travel, just the year that was. And it happened to be the best month that I had. So yeah, I just realized that. So this is the outcome of the work I did in the months prior, I believe. And finally, December 2024, which was not too long ago, I made $264.03. The most amount I made in a single day was $12.74. And you can see I was still recovering from travel and the year that was all the way through to mid-December. And then I really started ramping it up because I believe in starting any New Year's goals early. You don't wait till the new year, you start them early. And so this, new set of fresh intentions and goals that I have for this channel for 2025, I kick them off in mid to late December. Okay, and with all of those months being shared with you, I don't know if you were calculating as you went, but the total amount of YouTube paid me in 2024 was $3,191.94 Australian. I made almost $1,000 more in 2024 than I did in 2023. And I posted, I think, quite a lot less as well. So there you have it. That is what I made in 2024. And I'm so glad that number was higher than 2023. Otherwise, that would have been a bummer. But it's not about the number in itself. It's what it represents. It's what it symbolizes. And that is growth. And the fact that I posted less in 2024 than I did 2023, and I still made more money on here, is just a testament to what I was saying before in terms of the long shelf life of videos and all of that stuff. So yeah, I hope you took away something interesting and useful from this. The fact that I had months where I was barely posting, and obviously the entire year I was posting sporadically, but my revenue did not drop below the 200s, and even so I think I had about 3 months that were in the 300s, which I completely didn't realize, is incredible. And all of that gets reinvested back into the channel. So it's not, nearly enough for me to survive on. But again, that's not the point. We're here for steady, slow, sustainable growth. And I think I'm laying the right foundation for that. So yeah, maybe if you are interested in starting a YouTube channel or you have started one, think about how you want to grow, because I think it's really important to set up your intention for your growth so that you're not bummed when you see the numbers. Like, I could look at my numbers and think, oh, I didn't grow as much as I wanted to, but my goal is to grow sustainably. And I still grew more than last year, or roughly around the same as last year. So what do I have to complain about? My consistency. That's pretty much it. And that is 100% in my control. So with that being said, in 2025, my goal is really to focus on input, focus on what I can control, which is posting 1 video a week. And it's really setting up the systems to make that happen, which I already have. I would love to secure some brand sponsorships, and particularly a long-term one. I'm not here to make a quick buck. I want to only partner with brands that I use and I feel comfortable suggesting. That actually reminds me of the honey scam. You should go watch about the honey scam. If you haven't, I watched it the other day and it's really interesting because a lot of people promoted the honey bookmark, and now it's turned into this whole thing where they were doing some dodgy stuff. Anyway, and I want to create a digital product because I think that's going to be a great source of income, and going down that route of passive income from digital products is something that I'm very, very much interested in doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. Thank you to any of you who might be watching who subscribed to me in 2024. It is incredible to have you here as a part of the community on my channel, and you will be seeing a lot more of me. I hope you will get sick of me because that is how much I will be posting this year. And yeah, if you have any questions about anything that I shared today, then do not be shy to leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. See you on the next one. Bye.